you all for honoring Mom today and being here, part of it with her. When I sat down and tried to figure out what to write, it was so hard for me to put my life with Mom down in just a few paragraphs, because I was blessed to have 60 years of life filled with Helen. I was with Mom Thursday afternoon before she took a turn for the worse. That afternoon, she was fired up to take a trip. We both need a vacation. Where should we go? When I think of Mom, I think of the Broadway show Mame and the lyrics of Open a New Window. Open a new window, open a new door, travel a new highway that's never been tried before. Then it goes on to say, whenever they say you're slightly unconventional, just put your thumb to your nose and show them how to dance to a new rhythm, whistle a new song, toast with a new vintage. The fizz doesn't fizz too long. There's only one way to make the bubble stay. Simply travel a new highway, open a new window every day. In short, our Mom was anti-Mame. She was unconventional. She had an amazing love for life, and it was contagious. She was not a coddler. She did believe in giving us the freedom to explore our world, to grow, to try new things, even if it wasn't the way that she would have done it herself. However, when we fell and scraped ourselves, she would be there to pick us up, brush us off, and encourage us not to give up through setting examples on how a strong female would have handled similar situation. I could probably stand here and go on forever as far as examples, but I'm going to just try to keep it to a couple of pure Helen moments. When I was in the 6th grade, I was grudgingly practicing the piano because, of course, she expected us to play the piano. And Mom decided that my hair was a little long, it was looking a little shabby, and decided that while I was at the piano, she was going to come along with her scissors and snip my hair. And I was so upset with her. It was, how could you dare do something to my long hair? And, I said, that's it. I'm running away from home. And as I was upstairs, huffing and puffing and packing, Mom, in her very calm way, walked in, threw the latest issue of 17 magazine on the bed, and said to me, you might want to read the article this month on how to run away from home successfully. Later I found out that Mom had given me a block lead and followed me the 4 blocks to the friend's house that I went to. And she had known I was safe, she knew where I was at, and she just let me stay there and stew until I was ready to come home. Living in Argentina, we were always kind of on the tail end of what was happening in the United States, all the things that were happening. And, in the early 60s, Mom, one afternoon, came into my room. She had a 45 record in her hand. And she said to me, Joan, you want to listen to this. This is the Beatles. All the girls in the United States are going gaga over them. You need to listen to them. And just like that, she opened my world to the love for rock and roll. Although this music wasn't, it was so far from the music she loved. She knew she was opening a new window, opening a new door for me. The last story I'm going to share that is so classically Helen was shortly after we moved back from Argentina to the United States. It was 1971, and I was 18 years old, and it was at sort of the tail end of the hippie movement. And to me, San Francisco, California was where it was all happening. So I took a job, a door-to-door sales job, with a photo album package company that sold photography album plans to young married couples. And I was going to move to San Francisco. Most moms probably, I would say, you're grounded till you're 30 years old. What are you talking about? She just said, not mom. She said, I'll have drive your car out to San Francisco with you. So we drove out a few days after Christmas in '71. And one of Mom's really good friends from Argentina lived over in Oakland. And she decided to go visit her friends while I was at work one afternoon. And it just so happened it was New Year's Eve. And on her way back in over the Bay Bridge, she wasn't exactly sure where she was going, didn't know where her exit was. She was poking along. And there was a policeman on a motorcycle right behind her. And he put on the lights, and she just kept going. And did this for about a mile, just about a mile. And all of a sudden, the police officer drove up next to her window and went, and she finally pulled over, and he said to her, "Lady, what were you thinking? Didn't you see the lights going for the last mile?" And she said, "I'm in San Francisco. The Hells Angels here. I thought you were a Hells Angel." And just like that, she got out of her ticket. I will miss you every day of my life. I know you're happy and you're free of your broken body, and once again, able to do the can-can. Thank you for giving me a sign that you reached your final destination on your trip. You did it in your style. Once you saw the way, you just went for it. And you definitely did it your way. I love you. Give Dad a kiss for me.